So we are live streaming on Facebook.
Live streaming.
We're live streaming. Happy Monday, everybody.
Good
Can you
morning.
believe it is March 5th, 14th already?
Well, my nose knows that it's March
Yeah,
14th.
yeah, I know.
15th. It's the 15th, isn't it?
No, today's the 14th. Oh, yeah, no, today's the 14th.
Oh,
I know the
14th.
clocks went ahead an hour. I don't think the date did. Although I can't even be sure. I don't know if anybody else did this. I had no idea that the clock was changing yesterday. I am so disconnected from real life, I guess, that I woke up on Sunday morning and I saw my alarm clock, which is a smart clock. And I went, oh, I slept until 7. That's pretty cool. And then I get out and my coffee maker says it's 6, and it still didn't occur to me what the problem was. I was like, did we have a power outage or something? And the clock just, I don't know. And then finally I saw something online that said turning your clocks forward. So I'm just like behind the times.
That's funny. You didn't check your phone clock?
I did eventually, but I
Oh.
knew it would correspond with my my smart clock in my room, because they both do it automatically. Now I've got to wait 6 months till my car is correct again, because that's a pain in the butt to change the car.
Oh, funny. Yeah, the car one is a pain in the butt.
I'm really shocked. I have, I told you I bought a new stove recently, and I
Uh-huh.
did not expect, nor would I have intentionally purchased a stove that has Wi-Fi connection to my phone. But I will tell you, I have found it to be pretty handy when I set the stove. I turn it on to preheat, and then it will tell my phone to tell me that the preheating is done. So because like so many people, and everybody that knows me knows this, I'm in 14 different places in my head at one time. So I might turn the oven on thinking I'm going to cook something, and I'll go back a half an hour later going, why is the oven on? So now my cell phone will tell me when the oven is done preheating. And if I hit the cook time on the stove, it will also tell me when my dinner is done, whatever I'm baking. And I have now decided that I need that on a toaster, because I put toast in my English muffin in the morning, and I go to about doing something else. And 30 minutes later, I walk into the kitchen to fill my coffee, and I'm like, oh, damn, I forgot I did an English muffin. So I need a toaster with Wi-Fi.
Buddy, I'm sure, let me Google it. I'm
Oh.
sure Amazon has it. My bangs of my existence. Amazon and Shopify. Having an e-commerce business, Amazon and Shopify, and they're just sometimes not user friendly. So Wi-Fi toaster.
If you find one, I'm just gonna have to buy
Is
it.
it a Wi-Fi toaster or toaster oven?
Ooh, is there a Wi-Fi air fryer toaster oven?
Let me see. Wi-Fi air fryer toaster oven. It came up, which means somebody else has Googled it. And 10 best, I don't know, a lot of stuff comes up.
Well, I'm just gonna have to look into that.
Yeah. Well,
I know these are first world problems. I mean, don't send a bunch of hate chat messages, okay? I totally get this.
I
but
know.
it's
Pause my video for a minute while I blow my nose. So
I
we're gonna
you know,
find you a Wi-Fi toaster.
I said I would never want one of those and I still say this. Oh, look, that's my picture up there. I always said I would never get one of those refrigerators that, that have Wi-Fi that will actually let you look inside your refrigerator when you're at the grocery store to see if you're low on eggs or something. And I thought, that is such a waste. I'm beginning to rethink that.
Now you wish you had one?
No, I don't wish I had one, but I'm beginning to rethink it. I'm just at the beginning stages. Our life has become so much easier in some respects, but I think technology has also complicated our lives, because in order to even fix or use some of these things, you need to have technology to be able to use it.
Yes. and you have to somewhat be tech savvy to use it. Hi, Luna.
Or is she in here?
She poked her head in.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, oh, it's mom's friend again. Yep, she decided to come in.
She wanders in on there, Sammy. They both decided to wander in
Mm.
today. They are
know.
on the hunt for squirrels today. They've been all over the trees.
Oh,
And I don't know what they would do if they ever got one, but I don't want to find out. So how was your weekend?
long, short. I mean, what did I do? I can't even remember what I did.
Did you have to hunker down on Saturday for storms? They had tornadoes in Ocala.
Yeah, I know. I had a girlfriend who was driving to Atlanta for her to see her parents. They got stuck in that mess.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, we just had out here at St. Pete early morning rains, and then it cleared up in the evening, but it got cold.
It got really cold. When I
Cold.
was trying to figure out, I thought I was in a real time warp kind of thing with the clocks and setting them forward. But then I looked at my thermostat, which is also talks to me on my phone, by the way. And it was 33 degrees when I woke up Sunday morning.
Yeah,
It was crazy. It got really nice during the day, but it was still cold if you weren't in the sun.
Yeah, yeah. And then yesterday I got a facial and a massage.
Did you go to Glowmore?
No, I did not. I've asked her to I'm like, when are you opening up a shop in St. Pete? She said she thinks the next one's going to be in Brandon. I don't know that. Well, let's talk about that. How that the entrepreneur spotlight last week.
Yeah, it was really, really great. It was one of our, we've done 2 of them so far, right? We did Carlos at Tampa Counseling and Wellness, Dr. Carlos Garcia, who is one of my favorite people in the whole world. And that one was really good. This one was even better. The response was great. I don't remember how many people were in the room, but oh my gosh, it was
packed. It
was SRO all the way. And Kimberly Blackmon is just so entertaining to listen to because
she is a hoot.
Yeah, she is. I mean, she gives all these great pearls of wisdom over her entrepreneurial journey, but it's interspersed with these self-deprecating comments about not learning it the right way or not doing it the right way the first time. And we all recognize ourselves in that. When we talk about some of our experiences owning businesses or starting businesses, even if they never launch, they're funny stories. And she would sprinkle those little funny things in between what she was talking about. She was a really good speaker to talk about her journey.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and those are the reasons why, her little pearls of wisdom are the reasons why, in order to be a facilitator for Action Zone, you have to be an entrepreneur, because, it's those pearls of wisdom that we try to pass on so people don't repeat the mistakes that we've made, that other entrepreneurs have made.
Yeah.
So,
and every business is different. It's got particulars about industry or the people you're serving or where you're located, but the fundamentals are all the same, and the challenges that we face are pretty universal. So and it might, the details might be specific to your industry or how you started your business, but the overall dysfunction and function is the same. And so it is helpful when you can get a room full of people together to talk about their experiences, because it will strike a chord almost every single time with somebody.
Yeah, it was, I'm just so proud of her and have watched her growth and just her grit, her tenacity, just to keep going.
Yeah,
love it.
For those of you that weren't there and aren't familiar with Kimberly, she started out creating a makeup brush cleaner, and in the pursuit of that, discovered a passion for skincare that has now led to this Glowmore Beauty Medi Spa, and with services as you had you did a laser peel once. They've got massage and laser peels and facials, and I can't even.
I didn't even know sugaring was a thing. I was like, what is sugaring?
Yeah. Google it.
I should drop my before and after pictures. I will. I'll drop my before and after pictures in the event link,
Okay.
and in this chat to show everybody. But one of my girlfriends was asking me about it, and it was actually called Kimberly. Nope, oh, not that one. It's Alex and NDYAG laser. They're a type of laser. Alex is for lighter tones, and NAGYAG is for darker tones, because she specializes in darker tone skincare, but does her services are for everybody, men and women. So this really, it's tremendous difference. When she got the new laser, she needed some test dummies, and I was one of the dummies. But it worked out for me.
I wouldn't laugh at that, except that I was in a meeting with you when you got done, and you looked like you'd been sitting on the beach for 3 days, and,
my face
and even you didn't
fire.
even expect that. So
yeah,
but you do like the results?
Oh yeah, it's really just phenomenal. Now I just got to remember to wear sunscreen, which I had another friend who actually, her and her husband went to college with Jeremy. She started a new skincare line, so I thought I'd try her.
Oh, nice.
Her sunscreen to support her small business too. So
nice.
Next month, Entrepreneur Spotlight is going to be at Doggery Ice.
I can't wait for that one.
I know, so exciting. Doggery Ice is craft ice in the big squares and cubes that you can put in like your bourbons and scotch. But then he also prints, he can put a logo or something on it. So I'm pretty excited to watch that process. Next month, it's going to be Thursday, April 14th.
And the Eventbrite will be up shortly. The what's interesting about that, and I've talked about this in our cohort recently, is that who would have ever thought that you could create a business making ice? I mean, this is when you talk about innovation and being innovative, the first thought goes to tech. I got to create an app. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to create a new piece or a new robot. But that's not the entirety of innovation. And for him to have created an innovative craft ice that not only is a special shape and can be a number of different shapes. I mean, he can customize a lot. And not only can he put logos on it, but it's crystal clear ice. And that was a distinction for those bourbon lovers that didn't want an ice cube to distort the flavor of their bourbon. I personally believe you need to distort the flavor of bourbon. I mean, if you made it taste like a grape popsicle, then maybe I'd try it. But but that's innovation, and people forget that, and they shy away from starting a business because they think, oh, I just have this. I'm just doing this. No, you are creating a solution for somebody, a lot of somebody's that have a need. And when you can do that, you're going to be successful.
Yeah, it's a beautiful craft ice that's a lifestyle business.
Yep.
My new coin term.
Yep.
Lifestyle business. So yeah, we're really excited about that.
Quality of life business.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yes, quality of life business.
Yes, wow, I know she's smart, but I don't think she coined lifestyle business. But I knew what you meant.
Yes, that's my term. I own it.
Yeah. Yep, you should.
And speaking of quality of life businesses, we are taking applications right now as we speak for our next cohort.
Absolutely. And I'll put the link in chat. The Eventbrite is up. We're having virtual Q&A sessions starting on March 23rd. And the classes, there's two cohorts coming up, actually. One starts on April 16th and the other one starts on May something. I don't remember the date. But
is that May one going to be Tuesday, Thursday classes?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
That's why I don't have the date yet, because I don't remember the date yet, because I was plotting it out on the calendar with everything else that we have done to do in May and June. And so I wanted to make sure that I could be there.
Yes, we have
Kind
a
of an
lot going
important
on.
piece.
Yeah, we have a lot going on.
Yeah, especially in May and June. So anyway, we'll drop all of that in the chat. We're also, if you are subscribed to our website, you will get an email with all of the details, because that blog post will go out this week. So if you're not on the website, I highly encourage you to, because that's where we do a lot of our communication, Facebook and our blogs. So when you subscribe, you automatically get whatever we post about.
You get it. I forgot to see who's here visiting this morning, so I wanted to say good morning. Oh, March. Oh, I'm not getting. Oh, there we are. Happy Monday. Who's? Oh, Donnell. Donnell's here. Good morning, Donnell.
Donnell? He's got
Yeah.
another Veterans Across America, Growing America
He
event
does.
coming up.
Fort Hood, Texas. Yeah, so unfortunately, we're not able to participate. I already have some travel scheduled, but that's a great opportunity. We had a few Action Zone companies at Veterans Growing America at the MacDill Exchange.
In December.
Yeah, what an experience for them to test the market,
Yeah, and test their operations.
Yeah.
Does their square work?
Right. Yeah.
Do they have what they need to display their product? It really was a great testing ground.
It really was. It was good. We could not have planned it time-wise more perfect where the event fell in the curriculum of our program.
Yep.
So it was good. So thank you, Donnell. We appreciate you so much. And our entrepreneurs appreciate you. So, all right, what else we got?
If you are in or want to go to the Miami area, we have a Bunker Labs event, a roundtable in
No,
Miami.
that's not Bunker Connect is March 22nd.
Oh, what's on Bunker?
That's not.
Okay, I got
March
it.
22nd. Yeah.
Yep. March
22nd, Bunker Connect.
So if you're interested in learning, and Action Zone will be there of course as well. And it's an opportunity for you to see how that veteran entrepreneurship circle is widening down in that area. It's a big area, and there are a lot of veteran organizations kind of disjointed, doing a lot of different things. And we're hoping with the two organizations, we can kind of bring it all together.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
Yep. And Bunker has a veteran in residence program, hopefully starting in June.
Yeah, we're taking applications for the Miami area, so South Florida area, for the veteran in residence program. Tomorrow, we start taking applications. We, being a Bunker Lab, start taking applications for the ambassador program. That's big. And news. Yeah, so we have 3 opportunities for our community to connect, build, and grow as individuals and in their business. So Action Zone's got 2 cohorts coming up. Bunker Labs has a veteran in residence cohort, and the ambassador program cohort. It's a lot of good stuff. Yep,
it is. I also wanted to mention that Veterans Florida has, I was just trying to find it. Now, when I get it, I will put it in the chat. They're doing an agricultural program. They've had an agricultural program, very successful one too. We've had a couple of our own cohort members that have either gone into the ag program after they did their business modeling with us, or they did the ag program and then came to us to round out their business model. And they have another event coming up. And another partner in the Tampa area is, or 2 of them actually, is the Embark Collective and Tampa Bay Wave. And
Mhm.
Tampa Bay Wave, is mostly tech focused. So if you're tech, that's something you want to look in. They've got a co-working arrangement sponsorship at Tampa Bay Wave, and they have another one at Embark Collective. And Embark is also is called for tech enabled. So if you are looking to start an e-commerce site, that's tech enabled. If you are creating an app, obviously that's tech. But if you're creating an app for the business that you're in and it's not tech, that would be tech enabled. So I encourage you to check out both. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to us at Rosie@actionzonetampa.com or Valerie@actionzonetampa.com. And we'll hook you up. We'll hook you up.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Veteran Florida's, what do they call it? Their symposium. They've already got a date for that.
The expo. Yeah, I just saw that. That's in June.
June 17th and 18th.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And that is in Orlando and it includes pitch competition. So if you want to apply for that, plenty of Warno to get prepared. So what else? Oh, FABOB. Went to the FABOB Tampa launch last week. So really excited. I haven't seen Mike Waldrop, who's founder of FABOB, and probably since 2018.
Wow.
Maybe even before that, because we formed Action Zone and I wasn't able to find the time to drive all the way to Orlando for FABOB meetings. So that was really cool. There was quite a few people there, to support FABOB's launch. So really looking forward to future collaborations with them on in-person events and bringing the community together.
Yep.
Yeah, it's good stuff. We got a lot of good stuff going on. We always have good stuff going on.
Yeah, and you still don't have time to drive to Orlando.
I especially don't have time to drive to Orlando. So really excited to have FABOB Tampa.
I am too. And I know that they've tried to establish a chapter here for quite some time. I think when I first met you in 2016, they were working on that, and that's what you were involved in. But it's always been a challenge. But now I think the ecosystem needed to catch up with itself, and you needed people like Action Zone and Bunker Labs that brought a chapter here to a community here to Tampa. You needed organizations like those to start rallying the troops, because we know that veteran business owners are out there. Less of them self-identify as a veteran-owned business than those that do. Even without all the certifications, they just don't say that they're a veteran-owned business. But that has changed a lot in the last 5 or 6 years. And so now people are starting to identify as, even if they don't have a certified veteran-owned business, that they're at least telling you they're veteran-owned. And I wish more would. When I go shopping for something, especially big things, I like to support a veteran or a military spouse-owned business. And so if they would tell me, I always ask, I know you do too, are you a veteran-owned business? And I'm always surprised when they say, oh, of course we are. Well, that should be front and center on your website, so I know,
Yeah. Well, I think too, having FABOB here, a lot of people will come to us, as you know, do you know a veteran-owned business that sells this or does this service? So God
bless you. Look at the light.
Thank you. Now we can just say, well, go to the FABOB website.
When you sneezed, you reminded me 3 years ago at about this time, we did the camping, we did the first year we had Action Zone. The program included a weekend of business model exercises, and we did it at a campground. And I remember when we first pitched this to people, like, I did enough camping in the service, I'm not doing that ever again. But without fail, everybody that attended said it was one of the best weekends. Not only did they get to understand how to create a business, not one that they were passionate about. They couldn't use any technology, but they got an opportunity to really get to know each other, because sitting around the night around the campfire was a lot of fun. made even more fun in March of 2019 when Valerie's allergies were so bad that she could, even understanding her was a challenge because her head was so filled up.
Oh,
I felt so bad for you that
miserable.
weekend.
No, I start taking allergy medicine in January to prepare for March.
Oh my
And
goodness.
then when March hits, I take it twice a day.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And I'm still sneezy.
Yes. It's okay. You be sneezy. I'll be grumpy. Kashima can be happy and Russ can be Doc. And we'll have to get
Yeah.
t-shirts.
That was a fun experience, those camping sessions. So I've actually had people ask me about it, and I told them we couldn't sustain that because all the campgrounds are reserved really far out by snowbirds. We can't compete with snowbird seasons.
Yeah,
So,
the first one we got okay, but the second one that was in March, when I didn't even consider snowbird season, and no, we ended up not being in a campground. We ended
yeah.
up being in a preserve where we could hear bobcats kill rabbits all night long.
Oh, it's so crazy.
We should do a fireside chat just about what it's been like starting and growing Action Zone,
Oh
because
yeah,
there's a lot of amusing stories.
we have a lot. That is for sure. It's
Every
been a
business
ride.
does. Yeah, it has been. Yeah, it has been.
Yeah,
Well, I think we've wasted everybody's time enough. We'll drop links in the
Oh.
chat. We're so happy you joined us this morning. I always look forward to Monday mornings on In the
Yeah.
Zone, because either I have something fun to share, or I mean, this might be the only time I see you all week.
I know. We're so busy. So, all right, Action Zone friends and family, until next Monday, drop your wins in the chat.
That's right. My question
love to-
for this week was, what inspires you this week? Drop your inspirations too, because trust me, we could all use them.
Yeah, you can definitely use them. So, all
right.
right.
Have a good
Bye,
week.
everybody. See
Bye,
you.
folks.